today.
All right, well, let's start with the Apple story and the backlash to this new ad, as you are seeing right now, for its brand new iPads. What it shows is musical instruments, paint, other creative type tools literally getting crushed, seemingly showing you that you can now do all of those things on a new, slimmer, thinner iPad. But many are saying that the iPad and Apple are crushing something else, and that is, dun, 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 humanity.
Indeed.
All right. Steve Kovach is here with more on this story. This is kind of polarizing.
Yeah.
Mostly because of the reaction. I saw the ad, and I would say I immediately didn't think, oh, my God, humanity is being crushed.
My reaction.
I did. I'm like, save the piano.
Really?
Okay.
Yes.
That was my, okay,
it's like this giant, scary-looking steel thing crushing all the life out of the world.
This is like the dress. Remember, the dress is it blue
Blue
or black?
Or is it? Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Because I had the same interpretation as you. I saw this as like, cool, they're showing the iPad is really thin now.
And
amazing.
it's doing everything.
Yeah,
it's
does
doing
everything.
all those things. Right.
And they didn't just crush creative tools. They crushed Angry Birds and emojis in there, too, an arcade machine. You know, this is nothing the iPad hasn't been able to do for many, many, many years. But I guess it's like this dark...
okay, you have to admit, go back to the first ad campaign for the iPod.
Yeah.
The colorful silhouette.
The silhouette that's dancing
this
around.
This ad is not that.
Yeah, so that I understand. It's probably the dark, the weird Sonny and Cher song playing over it. But it shocked me just how wide and polarizing this is. Senator Chris Murphy of Connecticut was tweeting about this and saying how upset he was. Hugh Grant, the British actor, is upset about this. All replying to CEO Tim Cook, by the way. I get it. I understand why this is upsetting to some people, but it's just amazing how different the interpretations
There's the emojis.
This came out 48 hours ago, by the way. And it was, part of the iPad event that they announced as new iPads 2 days ago. Again, when I saw it, I thought nothing of it other than, okay, cool, it's thin.
I have to say, if nothing else, my sense is this company is tone deaf. Apple right now is in the middle of a societal comeuppance over the impact that these technologies have had, especially on children.
Yes, big tech
and
especially.
They choose now as the moment to drop this dystopian-looking thing about how we're going to come on down the big power, crushing all of these things.
You get what they're trying. I get what they're trying to do, and show that they can crush all this into a super thin iPad. Cool, but I think it was just the lighting is really dark. The music is weird. It's slow motion. I get why it's upsetting. I sympathize with people.
I had to be told why it's upsetting.
It
wasn't my initial reaction. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, all of this creative stuff is being annihilated. It was more just like, hey, they're putting it all into a small package, and this is what it's going to look like.
This is really the dress. This is the dress all over again. It just depends on who you are and your background.
The only reason I mentioned the tone deaf aspect is because this is a moment where the company really has to come out and justify, hey, we're just innocent, fun technology. We're lighthearted, and it doesn't capture that sense. So maybe they don't feel as though they're on the defensive, but I think the next couple of years they're going to realize they will be.
And look, this is what we're really waiting for Apple to show us is artificial intelligence and where it plays and all this. People are going to forget about this ad in no time, I think. The real show is June 10th. What is going to happen with artificial intelligence? They talked a lot about artificial intelligence with this iPad, by the way. Not really showing what that means or what it can do. So what gets unlocked with the iPad on the AI? By the way, some of the criticism is AI. AI is ruining our jobs. It's going to suck up all our jobs.
And it's going to make music for us. It's going to make art in place of humans.
Exactly.
It's going to do all kinds of voiceovers and acting without even having people do it like us and everything else. So I get that aspect of it now, but I had to think about it. It wasn't my first reaction.
I literally had to have it explained to me. And I'm not alone. But Kelly got it right away.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. Stay with us, Steve, because we do want to talk about Google as well, where it's not paint and instruments being crushed, it's the employees' spirit. And a new article on CNBC.com, Jennifer Elias writes about a decline in morale at the company, despite blowout earnings. At a recent company town hall, the CEO, Sundar Pichai, and CFO Ruth Porat were asked to explain why the company was still cost-cutting and not increasing pay, but they did announce their first-ever dividend and a $70 billion stock buyback. Jennifer joins us now. How did Google executives respond to those comments?
Right, that's right. I mean, Google may have reported blowout earnings and its biggest rally since 2015, but celebrations internally have been a bit more muted, just exacerbating already growing discontentment of internal morale. According to audio we got from the company's all-hands meeting last week, it included CEO Sundar Pichai and CFO Ruth Porat, who responded to this in some vague terms. In other ways, they kind of turned it around on employees and said, Sundar joked at one point needing to give employees a finance 101 lesson. But then there were other times when they said, we're like in this transition of a period for this company, at times also making a rare admission of missteps they made in the financial planning for the company over the last few years. So it really was a culmination. They got so many questions about this that they had to address it at length and came up with some different responses to kind of like take a little bit more responsibility, but also say, look, we're in this new era where we can't. It's just hard for employees to listen to this when they are getting laid off pretty regularly and seeing some jobs offshore to India and Mexico, which we reported last week.
Jen, it's Dom. How much in your reporting has gone into just how extensive or pervasive this morale issue is? It seems to me like, yes, that this is certainly a cause for concern, but how many employees are likely to quit, leave, or try to find something else in this kind of environment when it seems like many other tech companies are not exactly going out and hiring gangbusters as well right now?
Right, Dom, that's a good point. I mean, I think the power is definitely more in the employer's hands right now, and employees know that, okay? They're among the smartest people in the industry, and so they understand that, but at the same time, it's a competitive AI market, and a lot of these companies, including Google, are asking employees to move back to very expensive locations like the Bay Area, which even with a Google salary is still, sometimes not easy to like buy a house, for instance. So there are a lot of things playing into this that has just bubbled up over the last couple of years. But also a lot of them tell me they're kind of resigned to just what's happening in the market and not going to try to rock the boat too much.
Steve, if I may, I'd venture maybe the problem at Google stems from A, it doesn't really have a cutting-edge AI story to tell that can kind of maybe reignite excitement firm-wide. And B, people were initially drawn to its workplace culture, but now perhaps at a moment in their lives when they value not having to go into the office and they're not being given that flexibility.
Google's not a young company anymore. This is like this is grown-up stuff, right? There's no ball pits and slides and free lunches and massages and all that stuff that we used to talk about. Now they're facing the reality, hey, we overhired during the pandemic. By the way, that's on Sundar Pichai, that's on Ruth Porat for overhiring during the pandemic and now dramatically cutting back and doing these really weird, and we've seen Amazon do this too, rolling layoffs. So it's not just one big cut like they did at the beginning of last year. It's, every few weeks we get a headline saying,
that's probably why
a couple hundred more people. So how can you work on this next leg of the company and feel like you're contributing
if you don't know if you
have a job? Because, in a couple weeks, here we go, another announcement. This group is getting cut. That group is getting cut. I was just out in the Bay Area, Silicon Valley last week, and I was talking to people about this, and these people are fed up with the bureaucracy within Google. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting, and just how they can't get out of their own way to make AI happen.
Is there more than to cut, or is there a sense of whether these layoffs are now complete?
No, they said I think in that meeting that Jen reported on that no, there will be more, maybe less cuts or fewer cuts, but there will be more. But look, a lot of these people have an opportunity to go out there, raise a bunch of cash, and start their own AI company that's more nimble, less bureaucratic than Google.
But how many of these are literally middle manager type people who are just, looking for, and Jen, maybe you can speak to this, but is that where the cuts are still expected to come from?
Yeah, they started that last year because they realized they had so much bureaucracy, like Steve said, so many middle managers, but they're also kind of taking it a step further and offshoring some jobs, hiring core or firing core engineers and then hiring in India and Mexico, which we broke the news on last week. So it's really happening in so many ways, and in some ways to employees, it's a little too late.
All right. Jennifer, Elias, Steve Kovach, Jen, Steve, thank you both very much for the great conversation on big tech right now.